the judge is definitely pushing to get him off. Judge is over there yelling at the fucking prosecution. You know, he's fucking like pampering this kid, man. It's insane when I was watching it, because all I kept thinking is, if that kid's name was Tyrone, this shit would be a lot different. What's up, baby? Welcome to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. I am your host, Gary G. Garcia, along with my partner in Miscommunication, Brian Licata. And I can't even begin to say how happy I am to be here right now doing this fucking podcast and actually having it up and running. I'm in a B&B, people. The Wi-Fi is shabby, and I had to do it on my phone. So our apologies. I'm still on the road, so this is another podcast from the road, and it's good to be fucking just chilling with you, dog. I don't know how to get rid of it over here. That's annoying me. Okay.
It's good to be chilling with you too, man. I'm sorry that the tech isn't working to your liking, but hey, we got an episode rolling. That's what matters.
We got an episode rolling. This is just what I wanted to do. We pulled in here about, I'd say it took me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get everything started. So we pulled in here 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
We're in a B&B. It's actually a nice B&B. No pictures on the walls or nothing like that. No character whatsoever to this fucking place. But
where are you? What state are you in? What town are you in? Where where's Gary?
I'm in Missouri for the next 3 days.
Oh, are you guys near the Ozarks? Are you out that way?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I actually have a buddy of mine who owns. Shout out to Luke, owner of the Tanglewood Lodge out there in the Ozarks. Next time you guys go out there, let me know. I'll call Luke and see if I can arrange some.
Yeah, it's funny too, because when I was out here last time, I saw Ozarks, and I was like, "What's up with the Ozarks shit?" And they started explaining it. Oh, your thing broke. Did it break?
No, it didn't break. It just came out. Dude, what's going on? I wasn't even doing anything. I was fucking grabbing it. Whatever, fuck it.
Somebody don't want us to do this today, man. The energy's working against us.
And that's why we're doing it, because the world is fucked up right now, G.
Yeah,
I've been texting.
It's working against us. But we will prevail, dog. We're warriors. We will prevail. We're going to get this shit off, and hopefully, who knows, might be the best one yet. Might be the best one yet.
Yeah, I had a good morning. So I went to my barber. He's a Bahamian guy. He's lived in the U.S. since he was like 11, like 40, probably in his 40s. Shout out to Johnny, the barber. Always keeping me fresh. Look at these lines, G.
I was just about to tell you need a haircut, but it's a good shape up. You're looking like that Ryu character again, man. It's getting a little top heavy, but that's all right, man. What that hair do with?
Well, the thing is you're also catching me at 7:00 tonight. Like if you saw me at 10 this morning when it was combed and not crazy, like I've gone through an outfit change and a couple dog walks and shit, So it's a little squirrely. But Johnny is an individual who listens to Rated G. Actually, he's a fan. He's a
big
fan.
Up Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's good. We drove like 6 hours. I lost it for the second time on this trip.
Uh-oh. At who?
Terry.
Terry got it this time?
Yeah, man. He's like, we're supposed to be rolling together. I keep telling him we're not in Brooklyn, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we out here together, we out here together. Don't be jetting and leaving and not letting motherfuckers know, that you jetting and leaving.
What
you know what I'm saying? And then I'm supposed to be following them. They want me to follow them. And the motherfuckers pulling out into like traffic shit that I can't get into. They left without even telling me where we were headed. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got upset. And then Terry got mad at me because I told him to suck my dick. People get so touchy when you say shit like that, man. But I told him that's my go-to. What do you want me to do? That's my go-to. When I get angry and I'm like, fuck you, it's always going to be followed by a fuck you, suck my dick. That's my go-to. So he was upset. Oh, suck your dick. Did that little Puerto Rican just say to suck his dick?
The funny part is, like, the suck your dick, like, that's not even offensive to me. Like, if you said suck your dick, fuck you.
I think got character. So it's not actually, not actually a diss. It's actually an offering.
It's a diss. Let's be clear. It's definitely a diss.
Yeah, well, he got very upset over that. People get mad. Like, you know what it is? I think when I say shit, it just sounds so much worse. It's sort of like the Spanish language. When you ask, like when I used to ask my mother, what does, something mean? She'll say, oh, it means this, but only worse. It's like there's more meaning to it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. There's
So
there's like emotion behind it, like years of people
like when I
saying
say
it.
suck my dick, I do it with a hard D. There's a hard D there, like suck my dick, you feel the D, So
A
yeah, she
hard
got
D.
upset. I mean, I was the only one who really didn't lose it on anybody. I lost it in Wisconsin, but I lost it on Wisconsin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't lose it on anybody. I was just mad at the state, Wisconsin, because I couldn't get no reception, dog. It was crazy. The minute we went out of it, the minute we left it, boom, bars on my phone. When you drive in, it should say, welcome to Wisconsin, leave your phone in the car. You're not going to need that shit.
What cell phone provider do you have?
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. I guess.
Yeah, they're shabby out here in the Midwest, man. In the Midwest, they shabby. I tell them that shit all the time. How do you like our service? I said, if I wasn't with it so long, and I'm just so like, what am I do? Find another fucking, who wants to be stressed? So I stay with them.
Right.
I don't know why. It's not like they treat me good or I really get good reception or anything.
I mean, dude, I honestly, it's they're all about the same,
That's what I say.
They're really all about the same,
I mean, Mike and everybody else is getting reception. It's a little rough, but they're getting more than I am.
Yeah, look at you. Oh no, it's 2017.
Yeah, well, I must be in those little spots, those little white spots where they don't cover. That must be where I am. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype of that map.
So what's the name of the town you're in now? You don't even know?
I have no idea. It's the same places I was at last time, like something. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at, dude. I never know where I'm at, and that's fine, But I lost it because dudes like just broke out. They drove. They left me there like ready to fucking.
Dude,
but then you know what? That's my fault. That's my fault. Because once again, people, in trying to be a better person, which is, I know I'm not. Anyone who watches my podcast says there's an angry side to this man, and I'm trying to be a better person. The truth is, it's my fault. I got a map too. I should have just been like, fuck it. I'm a grown boy. So you know what it is? I come from a time you leave with 4 dudes and go to fucking white land. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you leave together, y'all rock together. If we following each other, we following each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you following me and I run through a light and you get stuck at the light, I'm pulling over.
Right.
I'm not going to travel 7 more lights and hope you catch up. Even though you got it on the map, it doesn't make a difference to me. We're rolling together. I'm going to pull over, wait for you to come and then continue.
I would say you would
like I did at every single toll booth when he ran out of money and I was going straight through and he had to pay and wait on the line. I didn't just keep going.
Terry doesn't have an easy pass?
He does, but he ran out of the dough while he was on the road, while we were moving. So I could easily just went and met you there,
right?
Pulled over and waited while you were on those long lines,
right.
That's where I come from. Y'all leave together, you come back together. But apparently out here, I'm realizing, I'm not on tour with these dudes. I'm on tour with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here. So, but once I put that in my mind, then I said, fuck it. And just, I'm a big boy. Started taking my own maps because their maps go different ways than my maps go. They're using that Apple Maps shit.
Oh, Apple Maps is trash, dude. Google Maps all the way.
It's the fucking worst. So
right.
every 5 seconds, I'm like, why ain't they getting off on this exit? And then they're going to the left, and my shit has to go to the right.
Right.
So that was annoying as it is, man. I'm not a good follower. That's the problem. In anything, I'm not a good follower.
You should have been you should have been at the head of the pack.
You know what I'm saying? So, once I put that in my mind to like just go where you gotta go. And if they're not with you, Mike's like, are you gonna follow me? I said, if you're going my way, I'll follow you. But if you're going in another direction, I'll meet you there.
Right.
I can't be following these dudes. I'm getting stressed. Like this is the tour, people. It's a lot of mental shit. But I'm trying to come out of this a better person. Like I realize it's me. I have to fucking just relax, stop letting people steal my joy and suck my energy. And it's not like I didn't know what I was getting into. I'm on the road with Adam. who's the poster boy for anxiety. You know, I'm on the road with Terry McNeely, who's the poster boy for fucking anger management. And then I'm on the road with Mike Merck, who is the poster boy for when everybody else ain't bitching, then let me do my bitching. You know, he's like a control freak that wants to run everything. So, and then I got my own ego. So I'm not innocent in this at all. I got my own ego, you know. So I'm gonna roll with my ego. I'm gonna do me, man. I gotta just keep doing me. I'll be all right. I'm gonna come out of this. I told you, a stronger person, a better person.
I think me and you would be great traveling partners. I invited Gary to travel with me on a Florida to Jersey trip, which he said he will do at some point. I think we're going to do that.
Yeah, and I might even do it for the Thanksgiving thing, like you said. Let me see what my son wants to do, because now he's talking about going to see his mother.
Yeah, so I also wanted to follow up with, it will be like shoulder days. It'll either be, you know, like a couple days after the holidays. It's not going to be on the day. You know what I mean?
Then you're now fuck with that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. We'll plan some shit out. But I think I sent you a link. I saw Ari Shafir and Shane Gillis, I think, were in a car doing a podcast. We could record
there's
for
people
days.
There's people that when I travel with them, dog, it's you know, like Tristan, my man Tristan Regal, who's been on the show.
Big up
Me
Tristan
and
Regal.
travel, dude. We went to Ohio one day to play Wiley's. Was it Wiley's? I'm not sure if it was Wiley's or it was Chris Kettler, but we went to Ohio. We didn't leave Atlantic City because we went to the club after the show. We did the show in Atlantic City. Then we went to the club. We left Atlantic City at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Gee.
You know what I'm saying? At
Yes.
like 4 o'clock in the morning, no sleep. Left Atlantic City, just popped some Adderall, and went nonstop all the way to fucking Ohio. We needed to piss. We pulled right over on the shoulder, whipped out the dinglings, took a piss, back in the car, keep it moving. No stops, no rest stops, none of that. He drove all night. He did all the driving. All fucking night. We got there like 10 in the morning, some shit like that.
Homeboy was fucking on one, huh?
Nah, dude, when I go, we don't stop when I go with him. We're headed there, we keep going. The only time we stop is for food. All that other shit.
Yeah, see, I like to do straight trips like that. I do like to go to the rest stop though, because I got the long legs, man, and every couple hours I gotta stretch those fuckers for.
Look, if I get tunnel vision, I'm pulling over.
Yeah.
You know, once the road starts doing this, I got to get out, stretch my legs, and do something. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but it's all peace. When shit comes up, there's no stress. You know, we just work it out.
Right.
You know, here everybody's high energy. But like I said, I knew what I was getting into. It's not like this is new. I've been going on the road with these dudes for 7 years. So you know, they're my brothers, but it's a very dysfunctional family. You know, me and Terry said it when he came on the show. We knew what we were getting into. So, you know, everybody takes turns flipping out. You know, but I've been pretty good, and the plan to stay good from here on. That's my plan. Not letting nothing get in me, and just do my thing.
How many weeks are you out of town? You got like another week left?
I'll be back not this Sunday coming up, next Sunday.
Damn.
20th, 21st.
Okay. So you've been gone for what, 2 weeks so far, or just a week and a half?
I've been gone a week and a half so far.
Yeah. So you're going for like one flip out per week, right? That's like normal though for you, isn't it? Is that better?
It shouldn't be, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying not to flip out at all, man. I'm trying not to let people steal my joy. But then again, I also got to be alert to the fact that no one steals my joy more than myself.
That's true, but people can piss you off, man. And I think it's all right to let it out, especially if somebody does something that's fucking wrong, you know, and you say shit to them.
That's the agreement that we made, right?
Right.
We made the agreement that if someone does something wrong to us, we have the right to get angry and stress ourselves out.
No, I'm trying
to change the agreements. Because the truth is, anybody stressing me out, that has more to do with them than it does to do with me. The only control I got is how I react to things. And if I'm going to get angry, then that person has control over me. And I'm tired of people having control over me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to relax. And, you know, I feel bad too, because we got here and the shit wasn't working. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going to break this whole fucking house if I can. And the producers here, the dude is producing the show, his boys here that met me last time. And they're like, damn, he's kind of angry, you know. But
where's everyone at now? Are they all eating dinner? Like, yo, G was pretty pissed tonight, huh?
Actually, my man Richie, big up to Richie, who's running the shows out here for us and bought it down here. He actually bought us some rice and beans So I'm gonna go down and eat some rice and beans.
Nice.
Sure. You know, no meat, but we're not gonna say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I need a little meat. I remember I used to come home from work and she was on this health kick, and I'd be like, "Where the fuck's the meat? Been working all day. Like if you look, you ain't. I'm not one of them dudes. Where's my dinner? But if you're gonna cook a dinner, where's my meat?
Right. Yeah.
I know I bought meat because I do the shopping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I gotta cook it
So
when I get home, let me
you would
know.
do the shopping and then she would do the cooking?
And we did it together.
Got you. Okay.
You know,
Right.
but I know I was throwing meats in that fucking shopping cart.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not getting no fucking meat. You know what I'm saying? The only bacon is the money I'm bringing home. That ain't right. I fucking need meat. I'm a carnivore dog. I want to bite into something, man. You know, this is odd for me. The whole look I have here is not the look I'm used to. So
Right.
you know, I'm getting used to it and shit. But yo, man, the last podcast we did, fucking boom, is blowing up.
Yeah, man.
Almost
I mean,
like,
we were talking about some current events, and I got that episode out fast. I think that's honestly the kicker. You know, we talk about that Astroworld stuff was fucking nuts, bro.
yeah, well, you know what's fucked up is they're trying to make it that, you know, oh, he kept playing. He kept playing. You know, he didn't care. He kept playing. But I've seen video where he's actually telling, you know, he stops the music and he's telling people this person needs help. This person needs help. What's going on in the back? There's 50,000 people there, man. How's he supposed to know what's going on in the back? He's caught up in his show. He's doing his thing.
Right.
But when it was going on in front of him, he stopped the show and he, you know, he was telling people to come. So I mean, you know, I'm not even a fan, but big up to that dude, you know, and you know, hold your ground, dog. They're trying to make him the scapegoat of everything. You know, it's no different than what happened, you know, with the Rolling Stones back when they had the Hells Angels being their security, and they wound up, you know, killing that dude.
Yep.
You know, it happens a lot. This ain't the first time it happens. People act surprised. You know?
Yeah, but this is crazy. And can you see this, G, on your screen?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
This is from the New York Post. Says a needle-wielding assailant suspected of injecting at least one person with a possible opioid may have sparked a panic that killed at least 8 people and injured 300 others during a stampede at this concert. So that's what people are saying might have been. So somebody
saying
stuck.
Some dude was out there with a needle just stabbing people.
Yeah. You know, a mass of people, 50,000 concert goers began to compress. The preliminary investigation found a security guard was jabbed in the neck while he was among the fans packed into the park for the first of the 2 nights at Astroworld. Yeah. And remember that shit that we were watching on that guy's Instagram who was saying more than 8 people died at that thing.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody really was injecting people with an opioid, and if that opioid was fentanyl, you would only need a little bit to kill like 100 people like that, you know? You would need $100 worth of fentanyl.
Oh, wait a minute. Like fentanyl, does it matter the amount you take to die? Like if you took a little fentanyl, you're gonna die?
No, not at all, because, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, you know,
no,
isn't fentanyl some sort of legal drug? I mean, it's not legal to take.
Yes. So
It's a legal drug, right?
Yes.
It's a hospital kind of drug.
Correct. So fentanyl is very similar to heroin. Heroin and fentanyl actually like break down to the same thing in the body, but fentanyl is very potent, very, very, very strong.
All right, so there is a thing of the amount you take of fentanyl. Like those people who
Yep.
have it in their cocaine, you know, they're not dying off of one little bump of the cocaine. They're dying because they're sniffing a bunch of that shit.
Not necessarily true, bro. If you don't have a tolerance to opioids and you do a little bit of fentanyl, it can stop your heart.
Wow.
For sure, especially if you're sniffing it with coke, because that's a speedball.
That doesn't even make sense to me.
But I know, you know, there's people who, you know, I know who have had heroin habits and have done a little bit of fentanyl and still died. You know, it's a very, very strong chemical.
What the fuck is it even legal for? What is the positive shit that comes out of fucking fentanyl?
They give it to like cancer patients and stuff like that. Like people, they'll give you fentanyl when you're about to die. You know, like that's one of those medicines you fentanyl,
get. So from what you're saying to me is they're gonna give you fentanyl when they got someone else coming in for that bed, and you've been in it too long, and they go, you know what? Let's make them a little more comfortable, and they give them some fentanyl, and who can be more comfortable than dead? I would think dead is about as comfortable as you're gonna get, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've never had to sleep that deep yet, you know, but I'm guessing it's pretty comfortable sleep,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Wow.
Fucking
Yeah, and it's got like a high bioavailability, 100% bioavailability intramuscular. That's crazy.
what's that mean?
In your muscles, if you shoot it into your muscle, like your not fat, but muscles in your body, like you would do steroid shots in your muscles also.
But somehow we always come back to those steroids, dude. I don't know. I feel like one day you're gonna come on, you're just gonna be all beefed up and shit. You're gonna be like this beefed up motherfucker, man. It's cold in this motherfucking house, man. The figures I get the cold room. You know,
Man,
the
it's
figures they would give me the cold rooms, the small rooms and shit.
it
It's
is
fucking cold out here, dog. They don't bring me no place warm. The minute we left AC, it was like AC was like 50 something, 60. We stopped and it was 20 degrees, dog.
That's why you got to come down with me, bro. It's 80 degrees
Yeah,
here
now
right
I'm
now.
coming your way, dog. I'm coming your way. I'm telling you right now, I'm going where it's warm. I refuse to stay in the cold all winter this year, man.
It sucks, dude. It really does. And like I said to you before, you can come down and stay here as often as you like. If you want to come down for a couple of weekends through the winter, I got the couch. You know, you can crash here. You can get a spot. You know, wherever.
Yeah, man. You know, I got to get my son set up still. He's still not completely set up at the crib, but he's holding it down. Big up to my son. Holding it down over there in AC for me, man. And I know he's got his own stresses going on. So I appreciate that too, big man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but other than that, man, I've been chilling, watching a lot of I've been like really relaxing this trip.
Okay.
I've only gone out like once after the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my car, I come back. I've been watching a lot of that trial with that white kid who
Kyle
shot
Rittenhouse.
up.
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, he's gonna get over.
You think so?
Who's the? Is he being tried by jury or the judge?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a jury. I think he's being tried by the judge, to be honest, but I'm not sure. Only because the judge seems very like
Yeah, there's
he's on.
20.
There is there's a jury. He's being tried by jury.
Yeah, it said only the Newsweek headline. Listen to this. Kyle Rittenhouse jury seated of 20 jurors, only one is a person of color.
A person of what color? Is he green?
I don't know. I think
You know,
purple.
I literally can't. Like they say, trial by jury is a jury of your peers, which means me personally, I should never be put on trial because I don't have 12 friends. So anybody else you put on that jury isn't going to be one of my peers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know those motherfuckers. That's what I would argue. The first thing they put me down, they sit me down to be like a jury of your peers. Like, I don't know any of those people. How are they my peers? What does peers mean? Can we look up that word real quick to see what peers mean? Someone who's your peer. Let's check that out real quick. So what's the definition? What does it say?
One that is of equal standing with another.
One that is of equal standing as wow, man, I don't even know how they have white people on a jury of anybody dealing of color. How are we on the equal? Oh my God, that shit is great right there, man. It's set up. It's a setup. It's a setup. If I'm a black dude and I'm on fucking trial and I look and there's 12 white motherfuckers there, I'm gonna be like, how are we on the same level? Man, that whole shit's a fucking setup. It's all bullshit. You know, that dude's gonna get off. The judge is definitely pushing to get him off. Judge is over there yelling at the fucking prosecution. You know, he's fucking like pampering this kid, man. It's insane when I was watching it because all I kept thinking is, if that kid's name was Tyrone, this shit would be a lot different. It would be a lot different.
What did the kid say? Like, because he took the stand, obviously, right? What did he have to
He took a
say?
stand and he pleaded self-defense. He said that, you know, he shot those dudes because he thought that they were going to cause him harm. One dude he shot because he said he grabbed his gun, and that he was just trying to run toward the police. That's his argument, that he was trying to run toward the police and that, you know, he felt like he was in danger. But my thing is, why'd you go out there in the beginning? The minute you left your house with that AR-15 to go get involved in some shit that had nothing personal to do with you, then you went out there looking for trouble. That's my attitude. But, you know, I see things too simple. You know, Like even the whole shit, like when they were breaking down the video, could you move it frame by frame? Why move it frame by frame? It didn't happen frame by frame.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they'll sit there and be like, when his hand was up here, what do you
Right.
think?
Yeah,
Motherfucker, his hand would go like this. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like this. So I reacted. You know, when you show it in slow motion, of course you could do things differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't agree with that shit. They did that same shit
Damn, bro.
with
Have you
don't
seen
get me wrong.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this video?
I saw it by frame by frame. I didn't see the actual video. Wow, you got the video? Throw it up there. Let's check it out.
You got it?
Yeah, I see it.
Full screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, here, hold on. I'll go back. So that's him right there. Right in the middle, right there. And he's got a gun, and someone's trying to stop him.
But they said what he did. They said he shot someone.
Oh shit, dog. Fuck, bro. Dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is him being out there alone. Like, was he working for the cops? Did somebody call him up and say, look, we need your help, come over here, we're gonna pay you? You know, as far as I'm concerned, he's out there doing vigilante shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, he's doing vigilante shit. And why? Because he knows he can get away with it. That's why. They're not calling him a vigilante. You know, they want us to know his college fucking scores. They want to know his lifestyle and his home and all that other bullshit. If he was black, I ain't even gonna lie, they'd be talking about how he got arrested 7 years ago for marijuana. You know what I'm saying? They'd be bringing out his record. It's just, you know, I'm tired of all that bullshit. And I'll tell you this, even that frame by frame, they were doing it against him. Like the frame by frame was against him. But still, what's that frame by frame shit? They did that shit when all those cops beat down, what's that dude's name? The first one, but he was beating him in L.A.
Rodney King?
Rodney King. You know, they did that frame by frame shit. Yeah, if you slow it down, it looks like they hit him a little softer.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck out of here. The shit didn't happen in slow motion. The shit happened in real motion.
Right. It happened in real time.
You know what I'm saying? Like it happened in real time. You ain't got time to sit there and think. Now that kid might have thought his life was in danger. He very well did because he was on the floor. They caught him. He was on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Down.
Right,
So,
exactly.
yeah,
he got knocked down, and then reactionary, he shot them.
See, that's the thing. I would have said you thought your life was in danger because you just shot someone. So what you thought was you was about to be caught. That's what you thought.
It seemed like he hadn't shot anybody yet, and I think
no, but they said, "Why are you chasing him?" And they said he shot somebody.
Oh, all right. Let me
That's
pull that. Let me pull that back up.
Oh no, I know this. I know this because they were showing that video that you just showed me.
Right.
And this is after he already shot somebody else.
All right, let's just
why they're chasing him.
Let's just listen because I just want to hear it for myself. All right.
Yeah, listen.
All right. Here we go, people. We're going back to the video. All right, for you guys just listening. Yeah, that was it. Hold on.
He said, what'd he do? He shot somebody.
All right, here we go. Let's do it one more time. Yep.
He
shot someone. Yeah, stop him. Get his ass. And that's when he goes down to the ground, and then that
dude comes up behind him and knocks him down.
Damn, bro. How about that?
He felt like his life was in danger, but I'm guessing he felt like he was going to get caught.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And if you felt like he was going to get your ass kicked, well, that's what happens when you shoot somebody and people go after you, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course you put your life in, but he put his life in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? Had he stayed home, right? Because this all happened. When did this even happen? This was during
this was
the riots of
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yeah, but this was all over the Floyd, right?
Yes.
That's when everyone was bugging over Floyd, right? Yeah. So if he would have stayed home, would he be in this position right now?
Oh, dude. I mean, obviously, absolutely not. No, it was Jacob Blake. Here you go. I'm just gonna bring it up because this all happened in that summer. Amid the unrest.
Somebody else.
Yeah, after the shooting of Jacob Blake, Kyle.
Well, no, I think Jacob Blake is the first dude he shot.
No. That was a kid who got shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the town.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when those cops were going out there and getting as many as they could because they felt like it was gonna end soon. They were like, listen, we're not gonna be able to do this for too much longer. Let's get as many as we can right now. Cause that shit was happening like hotcakes at one point, man. Every other day it felt like, you know?
Man, I remember, I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy who got killed in New York who was selling Lucy's on the street.
Oh yeah. When he was selling Lucy's, he got killed. And he got killed for a tax crime.
It's like,
you know, so police are out there
it's
fucking
like
people up for tax crimes. That's a tax crime. He's selling cigarettes. He's not supposed to sell cigarettes. Why? Because he's not paying the taxes on those cigarettes, which it never made sense to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sell the sneakers off my feet to anybody at any price I want to sell them. And if they want to pay that price, I'm allowed to sell them my fucking sneakers.
Right,
but you can't sell some dude who ain't got cigarettes or a fucking Lucy. If he's overage, I mean, I can understand the kid if he's selling it to kids underage, but the dude's obviously, you know, in his 40s and I sell him a fucking cigarette, I can get in trouble for that.
Yeah, controlled substance is the way they look at it. You know, I mean, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, but that's the, you know, but it's ridiculous, man. And you know, watching that video, it's just like, it's fucked, man. Everything's, you know, it's so fucked. And I've kind of personally just, you know, backed away from it all because, you know, it just doesn't bring me anything, but it brings me fucking sadness and shit, you know, like this kid gets off, dude. It's just like a travesty, you know?
Well, you know what I think? I think he's going to get off. You want to know why? I'm watching the trial. I'm seeing how the judge is, and the judge keeps constantly trying to, you know, like help this kid out in any way he personally can. That's what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? People, this is what I talk about, man. The motherfuckers know I'm up here doing a podcast, and he's texting me. Whatever. Anyway,
we should bring him on the show, Maury Povich style.
What the fuck was I just saying now, man?
You were saying about the kid getting off. You're watching the judge.
Oh, yeah, and it's not just that, dog. It's all the wrap-ups. You know, like when they do all the, you know, when like they adjourn and then they have court TV and they have all the professional analysis on there.
Yeah.
And every one of them is talking about how great he did on the stand, because you could see that he really felt like he was, you know, in fear of his life. You know, at one point he started crying.
Now what? Now let me ask you, what?
Only a fool wouldn't try to understand when you're facing the time he's facing. You know what I'm saying? I could cry right now if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking tears, crocodile tears. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Does he even care about the people he killed? Fuck out. You out there with an AR-15, dog. What you think you gonna do?
Right.
What you think you gonna do?
That's why I don't have a gun, bro.
That's what I wanted, bro. Straight up. If these motherfuckers are running out there, lick off, dude, you just a storm.
Look at this, dude. I want to show you something because I just tried looking up. I wanted to find news articles about this Rittenhouse thing, and I did a test, right? All right, so this is CNN, right? Headline about Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
MSNBC, Trump.
Yep.
Fox News, Biden.
Yep.
People, what the fuck are you doing? I was telling G this earlier, man. I'm losing my shit. What don't you see about what is going on? G says it all the time. Television is telling lies to your vision. Dude, look at this shit. How can you not see how blatant it is? And I can't even talk to you anymore, bro. I honestly, bro, I cannot talk, or like I have zero respect for people who do not get this and stick their head in the fucking sand about it, bro. I'm done. I'm done with the shit. And I'm not either way, left or right, with any of this. But it's just open your eyes. It's all about the fucking money.
One of the worst things to be nowadays is aware. It's one of the worst things you could be right now is to be aware of what's going on, because it's just frustrating. You know, it's frustrating. There's people, you know, people in general just want to be told what to believe and be told what to do. And your average person is just going to do it.
Yeah.
So in order to like get by nowadays, you got to dumb yourself down. I'm not doing it. You know,
Yeah, man. You
I
just
live
have to
like a hermit.
You know, ignorance is bliss. You know, you just, you know, stick your head in the sand about this kind of shit, which is, you know, I don't stick my head in the sand. I know what's going on, but I can't watch this crap. You know, this, like, I can't get my source of information from TV, radio, or internet news anymore.
I just read that, I think it's in Austria. If
Yep.
you get vaccinated, they're doing it in a brothel. Vaccination, you get the vaccination in the brothel, and then you get free sex. You get one nut for free.
Yeah, check this out. So Austrian leader says lockdown for the unvaccinated is likely. Austria, mind you, do you want to know where Austria is, G? Or who,
I know it's somewhere cold.
or who?
Sounds cold. Sounds like somewhere around Russia or Germany or some shit like that. I don't know.
Do you know who else is from Austria who does these? Or hold on, let me say. So Austria's chancellor on Thursday stepped up threats of lockdown measures for unvaccinated people. So it's saying that they're going to lock people down. So we're just going to show you who also is from Austria. Bam! Oh shit, son.
Oh, makes sense. It makes sense. The man who ruined the mustache for everybody. It makes fucking sense. He ruined the mustache and the name. You're not gonna see no baby adults.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not a great
Ruined
name to
all.
begin with, to be honest.
Nah,
You
it
know?
isn't, but you know,
It's,
you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do?
I think it means sword carrier or something like that, actually, in German.
Ah, you got jokes, dog. But yeah, I mean that's insane. You get a free nut if you get vaccinated.
Yeah, I'm gonna Austrian brothel.
Things people do for that nut, yo.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's fucking insane. I think it's Austria or I think it's one of them, man. It's one of those fucking Austria.
Oh, here you go. Here's a CNN thing.
Anyone over 18 who agrees to get vaccinated,
An
boy.
Austrian brothel is handing out vouchers worth 40 euros to anyone over 18 who agrees to get vaccinated. Fun Palace in Vienna, which describes itself as a sex star sauna club, says it's well placed to help out the government.
Many men with a migration background virtually refuse vaccination or don't even know that you can be vaccinated. And since we are actually reaching this target group, we decided to set up a vaccination
Immigrants.
street here.
They're vaccinating
The
immigrants.
offer comes after the Austrian government
Immigrants.
banned unvaccinated people from public spaces
They're
like
luring
hotels
immigrants.
and restaurants.
They're luring immigrants with sex to get meds put in their body, bro. That's what they just said. That is what they said, G.
Yes.
What
Yes,
the
baby.
fuck?
They're gonna get you any way they can. They're like, dudes do a lot for that nut. Let's use that nut to our advantage. You know, and that's crazy because you heard what she said. She said people have already been banned. You can't go anywhere public if you ain't vaccinated.
I hear New York is getting more and more strict. Is that true? I mean, I'm not up there on the ground, so it's just stuff I hear. I mean, what can you tell me about New York City? Do you have any personal experience or?
Well, I mean, I've only had one experience where they said if you don't have your card, you can't eat inside, but we have a spot outside if you want to sit outside and eat. And I said, all right, well, at least you give me an option. And I took it and I went outside and I came back in and said, I'll never eat here again. And it was good food, but I'll never eat there again. Anyone putting in to that shit and following that rule, and I don't get like my mother's like, you know, come on, they gotta listen, man. Unjust laws are made to be broken. You know what I'm saying? We're called to break unjust laws.
Right.
That's somewhere in our American Constitution or something. It's somewhere in the making of America where they say that unjust laws, man, we're supposed to go against those shits. So, I mean, I don't remember the wording exactly, but If it's an unjust law, man, and you choosing blindly to follow it, well, I don't need you. I don't need to go to a movie theater. I don't need to go to a gym. I don't need to go to a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need me to go there. Y'all need us to go there, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? I survived before there was a fucking shit on my block, before they had a fucking, you know what, any of those places that are going to tell you can't come in here because you ain't got vaccination, go fuck yourself. When everything gets, you know, when the revolution hits and everything gets broken down and they get our rights back, because apparently we're at a point now where we're going to have to fight for our rights, but, you know, the righteous will always win. So when we get our rights back and you're trying to open up your fucking place again, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And people go, oh, we just blindly follow. We just, you know, the government says we can't, then you better not say shit about the Nazis. And you better not say shit about the motherfuckers who sat back and let the Nazis do what they did.
Right.
Because
that's exactly,
calling up on their neighbors to get them to go get their neighbors. All right. The ones who sat back and acted like they didn't know this shit was going on. We had no idea. We thought they were all just tired of us, so they left. We didn't realize they were killing the Jews. We thought they just got tired of us. We thought they found the land of diamonds and just all migrated there. You could play stupid, motherfucker. Go ahead and do it. Play stupid. But, you know, I'm not going to go back to your fucking place. I'm like, they need to stay open. They need to fucking go fuck themselves.
Yeah, they don't have to do it, bro. There's liberty.
There are places that aren't doing it. There are places out there that are like, fuck that, we're not doing it.
Right. There's liberty.
There's even one spot in New York that put a sign up that said, if you're vaccinated, you can't come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to follow it, man. You don't have to follow it. It's that simple.
There's liberty and tyranny. And if you make a direction to go one way, you're going away from the fucking other. You can't have it both ways. You can't have we're not even free. We're not even free here. So don't I don't have it twisted. I know I'm not free here, but I'm freer here than I will be anywhere else in the world. And I'll take that. And I love being an American too. I want to say that also. But this shit is not, it's un-American. It's fine. If this is the way you want to live, fine. But get the fuck out. That's why I'm in Florida now. One of the reasons why I'm here. You know?
They're gonna, you know, they're trying to migrate everybody to Florida. They keep changing the laws so that all the rebels move to Florida, and then they're gonna bomb it. They're gonna hit it with a fucking tsunami. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna flood it. You know? That's what they're doing. They're trying to get everybody in one spot so they could take us all out in one shot. You know? It doesn't matter, man. I'll tell you this. I know we're already on the radar. We're already on the radar. I was watching this thing. I was watching.
Here. This is what they're gonna do to get rid of Florida. Bugs Bunny is gonna be our saving grace.
That does it. South America, take it away.
There you go.
South America, take it away.
But I'll tell you this, dude. I was watching Enemy of the State yesterday with Will Smith.
Yep.
Right? That movie is made when? Early 2000s, some shit like that. You know, they still have flip phones and shit.
98.
98, that movie was made. And in that movie, Gene Hackman says to him, any word you say, that there's trigger words, that any word you say starts them listening, and it goes into like a little thing until they can look at it, see what you were talking about, and deem it not of importance. So anytime we say shit, which me and you have said mad trigger words.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? The phone or your computer or any of that shit that's in your house, your TV, all that shit, here's those words, puts it in a spot with your name, your phone number, all that shit. And then someone goes back and looks at it and goes, oh, all right, this person was just talking shit. You know, this isn't a real threat.
Right.
You know, and that's back in 90-something you just said. They were talking about that. So what do you think the technology is now, dude? They're probably watching me right now, even better quality than I'm fucking looking at myself. Okay.
They
better fucking quality.
They have things with like Twitter where the government will scan Twitter for buzzwords, and then it'll automatically look into people's shit and like these, and the algorithms, dude, they're self-teaching. And that's what a lot of people really don't understand about technology, is that the stuff teaches itself how to get better. Like, and and it's not even that it's teaching it, but just think of this, right? If you have somebody on a baseball team who is 3 for 10 batting average versus someone who has 5,000 at bats, the data set is better for the guy with 5,000 at bats. So the longer the time gets, the more data it has, so the better the shit is.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're already making, like, I talk about all the time. Porn industry is already making a sex doll, female sex doll, that's going to be able to learn and have feelings and emotions. Mm-hmm. And they're just going to fuck up the whole sex doll industry. Because the last thing I want is my sex doll telling me she's in a mood and she doesn't want to give me none because she doesn't like the way I spoke to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane, dude. And if they're doing that with sex dolls, then imagine what the government's making as far as, robots and all that shit. Look what they did with that robot that we showed in the earlier episode, that when we first saw it, it couldn't even take 7 steps without falling. Now that's just doing backflips, parkour shit.
Yeah, dude. Right?
I'm telling you, man, we're living in a crazy time. I'm glad that I'm at the age I'm at, because by the time shit really gets, like, I could hold out. What do I got? Another fucking 40 years? You know what I'm saying? I could hold out for another 40 years. The young bucks, man, who got to put in 50 years, 60 years, I feel for them. So God gonna get better. But, it seems like people want to conform. They all just want to be a bunch of Stepford wives.
I mean, man, it's funny. I think I've said this before on the podcast, but I feel like I'm just like 1 or 2 small events from really going off the deep end, as far as just like not in the sense of doing something rash, but just kind of going a little cuckoo, like I feel like mentally in just a few, everyone is just a few threads away from fucking snapping, especially with how tense everything is now,
Dude, it's what they're doing to us. You understand what I'm saying? The supermarket food that we getting, the shit that's in that food. You remember, did you watch Squid Games?
I haven't watched Squid Game yet.
See, man, it's hard to have these conversations when you don't, in Squid Games, man, they put shit in their food to make them more aggressive and to make them all a little more pumped up and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So, what the fuck is being sprayed over our heads constantly? What the fuck is in our food that they pumping the food up with, man? I had milk that I thought was it was 2 weeks in my refrigerator, 2 weeks, two and a half weeks in my refrigerator. I went to throw it out. It didn't even stink. It was still good. The fuck they putting in that shit? That milk can last 2.5 weeks without going bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The shit that's in our food and all that shit. I mean, and I eat it right up. I'm not about to go to the fucking, not yet. Not yet, but the minute I can't go into a supermarket, God bless them, because then I'll get fresh food.
Right. Yeah, I remember in hearing people say that, with like hospital foods and rehab foods and stuff like that, they'll put food, like stuff into the food to make have your body like run, you get the shits.
Yeah, I mean, look, you go to prison, they're gonna hit you with saltpeter, shit to keep your dick limp. Because they don't want all the motherfuckers running around with hard dicks fucking each other.
What is it they give you?
Saltpeter.
Saltpeter?
That's what they used to call it, saltpeter. I think it's Peter. I think that's the slang name for it.
Saltpeter, yeah.
You learn some things with me, dog. Every now and then I'm right. But yeah, it's the thing to yeah.
Oh, potassium nitrate. Yeah, I know what potassium nitrate is. We use this shit on the golf course.
For what?
Fertilizing the grass, bro. Yeah, saltpeter is a common food. Listen to this shit. Saltpeter is a food preservative, an additive, a fertilizer, an oxidizer used in fireworks, rockets, and gunpowder.
And mashed potatoes and steak.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This is
and prison food.
Yeah, it's a popular myth that saltpeter inhibits male libido. Rumors around that saltpeter has been added to food in prison and military.
Can't see that. I see a screensaver.
Oh, really? No?
Yeah, I went to your screensaver.
There you go.
So they're saying it's a myth?
Yeah, it says there's no evidence or no research has been done to support it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Whatever they say. Whatever they say. I'll trust them. Fuck out of here.
Psych.
Fuck out of here, dog. Fuck out of here. Motherfuckers want to go through life with blinders on. Go ahead. I'm about to do the same, dog. I'm about to be just like the horses, put those shits on so I don't see what's going on. I don't see what's going on. I just go straight.
Well, there's something to be said about putting the blinders on to do what you got to do, but to be aware of what else is going on is good also,
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but people look at you like you're crazy, and then you got to dumb yourself down. That's the problem. You got to dumb yourself down. People don't want to know. People in the dark don't like light, man. The worst thing you could do for a person who's in a dark room is pull open the shades.
Yeah.
It's blinding. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. The problem is the shit is so real that to receive it, to accept it, is to realize that they've been lying to us for so fucking long. So long. Even to realize that the school system is set up not for your kid to be successful, it's set up for your kid to be a work fucking horse. That's what it is. It's set up for your kid to get up, go to work for somebody else, because the people who run those businesses aren't being taught what they're teaching in those fucking, what's being taught in my schools, in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They're teaching those kids how to fucking do it.
No, they're indoctrinating. They're indoctrinating the kids to whatever way the political leanings is in the fucking state. You know what I mean?
And teaching them how to run it. And they're being taught that shit.
Right.
Now, all these other motherfuckers in regular schools, you were being taught to be a worker bee, man. You're being taught to just be a fucking worker.
Yeah.
That's it. Go to work, get your check. It's enough for you to live and go on vacation maybe once a year and go home and be happy. And you know what? If you're happy doing that, then fine. Somebody's got to work. Somebody's got to do those menial jobs, even though the truth is, I read somewhere that the technology really is so dope that you don't need people to work to do those menial jobs.
I mean, dude, you're not now. I mean, look at I think the McDonald's in AC just has touch screens now, right? That one in downtown. In AC?
They have touch screens, but you still can go up to the person.
Right. Well, how much longer is that going to last for?
It's not, dude. And the thing is, everywhere I've been, even around here, everywhere I've been driving across this country, everywhere I go, help wanted, help wanted.
Right.
Help wanted.
Well, because people don't want to work for these bullshit wages, and what's going to end up happening is there's going to be
so many ways to get the job done with two people in that motherfucker.
Right, but honestly, what I think is going to happen is I think at some point we're going to have a universal basic income for the lower class, more so than we already have with there's going to be bigger cash stipends for everybody. Yeah.
I mean, I personally think what they're trying to do is to get people actually, not to work and just fucking sit home and rot.
Right. Yeah, and then just live off of government assistance.
Mm-hmm. Stay home.
I was talking to the barber actually about this today too. He might be a good guy to have on the show, man. The guy's, hey,
dude, if you want to bring him on,
Yeah, he's
bringing dudes on.
He's a fan of the show, but me and him were talking, and it's like this is what happens with capitalism, right? And the same thing that socialism in sociertain ideals might not be a bad idea, but in practice these are the things that happen, and this wealth gap is what happens with capitalism. But the stupid part is they take advantage of the system. They don't dump the money back into the people here. What we should have is a bunch of fucking geniuses in the US. We should be the top of math, science, compute, and all that shit, but they're not. The unchecked capitalism in this country has fucking just degraded, the lower 90% of class.
Of course. Yeah, we should be, to me, that's the shit that the government should be involved. Making sure that their country is educated, making sure that their country is healthy.
No,
that means that everyone should be able to get help.
Fucking around in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, what the fuck do we care? What the fuck do we? I don't care. I'll say it right now. I don't give a fuck about what's going on over there, man. Let them do what they got to do, and if they try to come our way, that's when you pop them. Not for nothing. There's a book called War is a Racket. I think that's what it's called. Right? And it was written like in the early 70s. And the dude is like an old sergeant, an old major. Man, he drops it, man. He says, listen, man, we have enough firepower and enough technology. We don't have to go invading these countries. What we need to do is set up a perimeter. Yeah, there you go. See, I know my shit some here, man. He's talking about, you know, a real defense, because that's what the army is supposed to be.
Right.
The army is supposed to be our defense. The Navy, all that shit's supposed to be our defense. We're not supposed to be out there taking over fucking countries and telling fucking countries how to live. So if we're supposed to be a defense, if our military, right, it's called military defense, right, is supposed to defend us, then why are we out there being the aggressors? Fact of the matter is, you can set up, we have the technology to set up a parameter around the United States of America and tell everybody, you pass this parameter without letting us know and without permission, you're getting fucked up. We're gonna take that as a threat and we will get rid of that threat. That's the way we should function.
I'm gonna disagree with you, because I'm gonna say they are defending. And what they're defending is the interests of business of Americans and foreigners who donate to whatever political fucking party is in power that is pulling the strings to get these things done.
I will agree with that.
Bro, people don't understand about Afghanistan is there's nothing in Afghanistan. There's not jack fucking shit in Afghanistan. There's barely any people. Kabul, the main city in Afghanistan, is like literally the only city, and it's a shithole of a fucking town. You know, it's like
to a town that said population 39.
And that's what Afghanistan is. It's tons of little villages, and they're hill people, bro. They're mountain people. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Afghani people, actually, from what I've seen in documentaries, are some of the nicest, most welcoming people. Like, they have this thing where if you're a traveler and you come into their town, they have to take care of you. It's like it's just like a rule. No matter what, you come through their town, they have to put you up. That's, you know, the way it's always been done. You know,
and I think every culture or whatever has its pros and cons.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no one that got it down right.
But dude, I'm saying for the U.S. though, well, there's nothing there. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Iraq had nothing to do with September 11th. We went in there for weapons of mass destruction, and there were none.
Right.
And nobody had a problem with that. Nobody sat there and said, "Wait a minute, what?" You know what I'm saying? What are you showing me here? Is that Afghanistan?
Oh yeah, just I mean, like look, bro, this is all brown. There's no green in this whole fucking country, and all these little white things these are mountains. These are all hills, dude. It's a tough place to fucking get around. You know,
people, man. You know, and I'm sure that now that we went and invaded there, I'm pretty sure there's a Starbucks.
Well, I'm sure there's a Starbucks, but what there also is billions of dollars worth of fucking tech that the next asshole over there is going to get and then use on the Afghani people that we were trying to protect, allegedly.
How about to say, I don't know where you were trying to protect shit from.
But what we were doing is we were protecting the poppy fucking fields that were over there because we needed those.
Of course.
We needed the poppies, and we also needed the people who grew the poppies on our side.
Of course. But nobody's talking about that either. You know what I'm saying? No one has a problem with that. You got all these people posting on Facebook and Instagram, oh, my kid's going off to join this and join that, and I'm so proud of him. He's going to be out there fighting for our country. Your kid's going to be protecting poppy seeds. Your kid's going to be out there killing babies and shit like that for what? For the interest of our country. They're thousands of miles away. Thousands of miles away, man. We ain't getting attacked. People say September 11th. Man, listen, America's never been attacked without America knowing who's going to be attacked and having something to do with it, even if it was just allowing it to happen. You know, yeah, they out there protecting those poppies, boy.
There's an article attached to this because, you know, obviously, you know, something like this is, you know, they want to talk about like the, you know, debate, you know, conspiracy type shit. But damn, look at all those things, bro.
I mean, yeah, look at that. But, you know, nobody
fields,
wants to talk about that.
Look how deep those fields go. As far as the eye can see, out to the
literally.
You see that shit?
Yep.
Acres.
Acres.
Oh, dog.
They want to. Are you over there? Are you sweating? Are you sweating over there, dude? Going through some withdrawals over there? Yeah, I don't know, man. That is sad. They're very pretty.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. They're beautiful flowers. You're allowed to grow them in the U.S. also, but what you're not allowed to do is you're not allowed to slice them.
Can you take the whole thing and just put it in your mouth and eat it? Would you still get the same?
Well, no.
Like,
So actually, what you're supposed to yeah. So what you're supposed to do is these little these bulbs here. When the flower, I'm trying to find the picture of the flower. Oh yeah. So when the flowers come up like this, like before they flower, they take razor blades and they slice the sides, right? And that's where a goo comes out, and then they scrape that and then dry that shit out and then process it.
Very interesting.
That's how it's done.
We should go out there and start a poppy field.
Dude, we should start one wherever the fuck you are, because I'm sure there's probably nothing else out there either.
Nothing
actually
but land.
In the show Ozark, they had poppy fields out there.
Yeah, I went, oh shit, I'm gonna keep my eye open. I'm gonna keep my eye open. I see a bunch of those shits, dog. I'm grabbing like 12 pounds of that shit. And you show me what to do from there. We go into business. This is just a joke, whoever's fucking listening out there, other than the people that I want to. But yeah, I mean, even driving out here, dog, when people talk about, oh, there's no room, there's too many people here, there's too many people. There's nothing but empty land all over the United States. Nothing but empty land. Flat land as far as the eye can see, dog. Just green grass growing as far as the eye can see. Everywhere. On the way to anywhere and everywhere. So there's space, there's room. You know what I'm saying? For people to say there's no room, there's room. There might not be room in your neighborhood. Those that say we should be building more neighborhoods and expanding out. Why is there no longer expansion amongst ourselves?
You know who owns most of that land?
You know what happened?
You know who owns most of that land?
Gates?
Yeah, dog.
Why am I not surprised, man? He owns 268,984 acres.
An acre, for those of you who don't know, is 43,560 square feet.
Wow. That is insane.
Yeah, it's a shitload of land. So each acre is roughly around 40,000 square feet. So if you think of a house that is 40,000 square feet, which would be like a mega mansion, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't even fathom what 40,000 square feet is like that. And he owns 300,000 of those.
Yeah. Some people got that money, dog, and they're still not happy. He owns all that shit, and he still wants to pump shit into people. He still wants to. He talked openly about getting rid of half the population. He talks openly about that shit, and no one has a problem. Like right now, someone will hear me saying this shit, and they're like, "Oh, G bugging out. That motherfucker talking this." It's not a conspiracy. Him and his wife have spoken openly about population control. Openly. About trying to get rid of people, saying by a certain year they want to have it dwindle down to like getting rid of a quarter of the people. He's insane, yo. Still not happy. Owns all that shit. Still not happy. Still wants to control more and more and more and more. Sickness.
Yeah, dude, it's interesting. And especially we've talked about this on the podcast. I got the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine, right? And I also got COVID after the fact. And then, G, I was telling you that I've been having like stomach issues and shit from time to time, especially in the mornings. I was telling people it's kind of like a like morning sickness, but for a guy, right? So, so I've gotten a couple blood tests, and my lipase levels are high, which is could have something to do with like pancreatitis. It's something to do with the pancreas. I'm just not really sure what it is yet. But I've never had any health issue ever. Like,
dude, that
like
Johnson & Johnson, they say is only 62% effective.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was hoping for.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is like, if claims was 62%, if you knew that there was a 28% chance, or excuse me, a 38% chance that you're going to crash, are you getting on that plane? Do you know what I'm saying? Are you getting on that plane? If you knew there was a 38%, you're gonna be on this plane. There's 38% chance you're gonna fucking crash.
That's why I don't like flying, bro. Because I don't know what the percentage.
Double it for Spirit.
I don't, and that's another reason why I want to drive back up to Jersey, bro. I don't want to get on a plane right now, man. I don't. I had to when I flew to Vegas.
I haven't wanted to be on a plane since, I never really liked planes, but since September 11th anyway, who the fuck wants to get on planes? Not because I'm afraid of anything, it's just the intrusion. They got these fucking ignorant assholes running the shit, TSA fucking morons that you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? The stupid rules that don't make sense. It's just stupid as fuck.
And you know the dumb shit that pisses me off with TSA is they change it all the time. Take your shoes off. Don't take your shoes off. Do this. And then the agents get pissed at you for not knowing. It's like, yo, I was here 2 weeks ago and I could keep my shoes on. Now I'm here. I got to take them off. I told you I got chippy with that one guy at Newark, the Newark airport, the TSA guy. He's been rude to me. I told you that, right?
No.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I was in Newark coming back down. I think I was coming into Newark. I had just gone to a funeral with my girl for her aunt.
But you don't tell me you got into it with all.
Yeah, so I'm going through TSA, and they have like the four. You know how they weave you through the line, and then you have the four or five podiums where the guy looks at you. Then you pull your mask down. He looks at your ID, and then you put it back up. Right?
Does he tell you to hold your breath before you pull your mask down?
No. So the guy is.
So then that's once again a bullshit thing. I would understand if you go take a deep breath, hold it, and pull your mask down. Don't breathe openly on me out that fucking mask.
Well, so the guy has a piece of glass in front of him, like he's at a convenience store in the hood, right? He's got the glass, and he's got the thing in front of his face. And
oh yeah, you can't understand what he's saying because he's fucking talking through a glass and through a mask.
Right, and he wasn't born in the U.S. He was an immigrant from somewhere. I'm not sure where he's from. I couldn't tell. So he had an accent also. It's Newark Airport. You know what I mean? There's probably not too many white people working at Newark Airport. But so then I hand him my ID. He looks at it. I pull my mask down, and he gives the ID back and doesn't say anything. And then he mumbles something. I'm like, what? And he mumbles something again. And I'm like, what? You got to speak up, bro. I can't hear you behind the mask. And he goes like this, pre-check only.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, I'm like who are you talking to like that? You don't got a sign,
I got into it with Adam yesterday over there because he's talking to me. He got the mask on. We're outside. He's trying to tell me we're in a Walmart or some shit. He got the mask. He's trying to tell me something. Like, what? He's trying to tell me something. I'm like, what? And then he gets mad. I'm like, you're mad at me? You're the one that's coming out mumbled, motherfucker. You're the one with the mask on.
Right.
I don't understand what you're saying. Why? Because you're talking through the fucking shit like this. How the fuck am I going to understand what you're saying, you fucking idiot? So we got into it over that.
I actually had a weird interaction with this girl at work today. She came up to me. There's a thing called Teams, right? Which is like a messaging service. It's like Facebook Messenger, but within the office, or So she sends me a message. I don't read it or even know that it came in because I turned my notifications off because I'm a fucking video editor, and I can't have things dinging all the time when I'm in the zone. I'm in a creative process, right? And then two, I'm in something that I need to be laser focused at, on my screen. You know how it is when you were designing. You don't want anybody.
Yeah, no, you don't. But it's not surgery, right? So
it's not. It's not surgery. But these people, bro, they'll these people.
I'm hoping those people are white before you say these people. I don't want this to be. I'm hoping they're all Joshes and fucking Timberlakes.
Yeah, they're white. Yeah, they're white.
All right. I just wanted to make that clear when he said these people, I am those people.
They're Jews, bro.
Those people. Those fucking people.
Oh, man, I took the fucking mic stand down with me on that one.
Dude, you fuck with that mic all the time, yo. All the time.
You know what's funny?
It squeaks. It fucking makes spring sounds.
I know. I gotta get a good mic stand so I don't have to deal with this shit.
You gotta stop touching your fucking mic.
Yeah, I
You
need
know
like
where it's at.
I just need something in my hand to play with. What was I saying? I was on. Fuck.
You said these people that you're focused, you're laser, you're watching.
At work, right? Yeah, at work. So she sends me a message in this thing. I don't read it, and then she comes in, and I have my headphones on, dude, blasting music, right? Like I'm just locked in, and I see the shadow behind me, so I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what's up? She's like, did you get my message? I was like, what? I was thrown off that she was even asking me a question. I was like, what message? She's like, oh, I sent you a message in Teams. And I was like, did I respond to the message? She's like, no. I'm like, well, then I didn't get the message, because if I got it, I would have wrote something back to you. Like, of course I didn't get it. Why are you coming to me?
Well,
if I had
got it, but didn't check it.
Right. Well, yeah, I didn't check it or read back to her. So obviously, if I got it and read it, I would have wrote back to you. So just because you can get a hold of me at any point in time doesn't mean I'm going to answer you at any point in time. Just because you have an instant connection to ask me a question doesn't mean you're allowed to, which is the point that I was trying to prove,
Yeah. Point take. I mean, I would have just been like, no, I didn't get to see it yet. I'm sorry, I'm working. I don't know, but whatever floats your boat, man, do you. Don't let people treat you in any way you don't want to be treated. Your time is your time, and there's nothing more valuable than that, dog. So if that motherfucker's going to come and invade your time and try to rape you for your time, then motherfucker, pull your pants up, tighten that belt, and tell them to go fuck themselves.
Dude, it was
They
for
don't
something.
like it. No one likes it when you say to go fuck yourself. I'm learning it now.
No one likes it. The thing that I was annoyed about, it was something that was important but didn't need to be asked at the time I got sent the message or at the time that she followed up.
Oh, of course, that's.
It wasn't until something after work that had to get done. So
yeah,
that's what bothered me, and I want to say that, and that's what bothered me. I wasn't as rude as I said, but I you know what I mean. I said these things.
Dude, I've been rude. Yeah. I've been rude a couple times. But you want to know something too? When we was in, is it Minnesota, the Mall of America?
Yeah, I don't know, but that was pretty cool that you went there. Yeah, I think it's in Minnesota.
The place was dope. I think it's in Minnesota.
Yeah,
I think
Minnesota.
that's what
Minnesota.
Right?
Yep.
Dude,
yeah, Bloomington, Minnesota.
Yo, what do they call Minnesotians? Yo,
Minnesotans.
Is that what they call Minnesotians?
Minnesotas.
Minnesotas? That's what they call them? Minnesotas? Like Minnesotas? Yo, there's something weird going on out there, dog. I go in, I'm in the mall, I go into the bathroom, right? And there's this big white dude standing by the urinals, getting ready or just finished. I think he was peeing actually, because he looked like he had his pants dropped, one of those motherfuckers. Then instead of just opening up your zipper, they dropped their pants. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really look, but I think that's what it was. I think I could have saw some pants like down by above the, so I'm pretty sure his ass was hanging out. I'm not even sure, but I walk in and I'm going to take a leak and it was like, hey, how you doing? And I don't look at him. I'm just like, hey, what's up? So what's going on?
He's right.
I'm taking a piss. Please don't fucking talk to me, yo. And Adam's in the fucking urinal and he's in the stall and he hears that. I'm like, I'm taking a piss, dog. Please don't fucking talk to me, man. Fuck you trying to have a conversation with me with your dick in your hand. The fuck is wrong with people, man? Then we come out the bathroom. Me and Adam are walking out. There's a dude walking in between me and Adam. He's like, and I was like, yo, dog, you don't think you should be covering that fucking mouth up? And I don't even care about COVID. You're be coughing all over me, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's nasty. Yo, you nasty, boy. You nasty.
It's all just like simple things that you should be taught very young. Don't talk to a man with your dick in your hand.
Right.
And don't be coughing over motherfuckers. Then we walk around the mall. we're going to leave. I stop in the store. They got Dutches. The little Dutches. These fucking ones, right here. Right?
Yeah.
These ones. Right? I said, how much? They said $5.10. I said, $5.10. On the top, it says 2 for 99 cents. Them motherfuckers put a tape right over that shit and said $5.10. I said, go fuck yourself. And then I'm over there about to walk out, and this kid walk up to me, like in his 20s or some shit, walks up to me, dude, comes up to me. Like I thought I was on Impractical Jokers. I thought they were trying to impractical joke me, dog. The dude walks up to me and goes, hey, can I tell you something? And I'm like, you know, I look him up and down, I'm like, yeah, because you got to answer, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, it's a dope jacket you're wearing, man. I like that jacket. And then walks away. What? You had to come up to me. Come on. Listen, I'll be the first dude. If I see someone rocking a jacket or a Met hat that I like, I'll be like, yo, that's a dope hat, son.
Yeah,
I don't come up to him.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Yeah? Oh, I like your jacket. That's a dope jacket you got. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? Why you up in my space? Making it like you had to tell me a secret or something. Is it a secret that you like my fucking jacket? What the fuck is that? Yo, I'm glad we got out of there, man. Even though the shows were dope.
Dude,
Some of these places are
so
buggy.
the first kid you were the first person in the bathroom, do you think he was like mentally handicapped or something?
See,
because that's
I
what
started thinking that.
because
I
remember when
and
I
then
was
I started feeling a little bad.
right. But you don't
Like I didn't look.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The dude was big. He had his pants just above his knee. I didn't look. I just went to the first, you know. But I thought about that afterwards.
See,
like,
here's the thing,
know,
though, too, especially you being from the city and me even being from like, you know, Jersey and living in the city, you don't, if somebody's like that in a public bathroom, you're not saying anything to them. You're not looking at them the wrong way. You're not doing any of that shit. Just pretend he's not even there. Keep it moving. That's what I
did. I walked in and just boom. And hey, how you doing? I said, I'm good. You know, whatever.
Right.
Hey, what you getting into? Taking a piss, motherfucker. Please don't talk to me, man. Then, of course, my P got shy and shit. Now I'm saying they're having to remember what I'm there for. Got to work them back up. Like, come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it, man. No one's looking at you. And so what if they are, man? You all right? Go, do it. You have to work it back up to get that P out, man. Fucking annoying shit. It's been testing, man. I don't know why I go on the road. I mean, but the truth is, like I said, I've traveled on the road with many people that I don't have no issues with at all. It's only this multi-personality, too many personalities, man.
Well, so the thing too I want to say about that tour, who named the tour? Because I got some beef with the name of
the multiple personalities tour.
Yeah.
I think it was Adam.
Yeah. I'm sorry to whoever named it. It's a confusing fucking tour name. Is it multi-personality? Multiple
personalities. What it's only confusing to you. No one else seems to have a problem with it.
Multiple personality tour.
The multiple personalities tour.
Okay. Well, whatever. I don't know.
Look,
I think you guys could have done better, bro.
You think I fucking give a shit, man? All I care is that they spell my name right on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? People are like, what's your credits? Just say my name right. Don't forget the G in the middle. Because if you forget that G in the middle, you saying my name means nothing to me because they're only going to get 1 million Puerto Ricans named Gary Garcia. So, and I thought I was an anomaly. Is that what it's called? I don't even know. I thought I was like one of a kind.
Right.
I thought maybe there was like maybe
Anonymous.
10 Gary Garcias out there. No, there's like 1 million Gary Garcias, all over 30. And if you don't put the G, I don't pop up. But if you put that G there, I pop right up.
For now.
Just get my name right.
For now. You know but soon, all you're going to have to do is type in G, and it'll autofill for everyone out there in the world.
Your mouth to God's ears. Yeah. But then again, do I even want, listen.
No, we don't want that. No, we don't
want that.
All I
want the money, fuck the fame. I'm a simple man. You know what I'm saying? This is the international player with the passport. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not even like, you know, this whole shit is killing my career overseas.
What?
You know?
The COVID shit?
All this shit, yeah, because I'm not getting on no planes to fly nowhere, dog.
Right. Well, dude,
You're not going to get me. You're not going to. I had a cop yesterday running my plates, man. That sucked. And, of course, Terry broke out on me. Because Terry, we're there, the cop's on the right side, we're on the left side. And of course, Terry looks, he's white. Boom. Just starts speeding. Like, just keeps going right past the cop. And we're already at 70.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing like 74. The speed limit is 70. I'm doing like 74, 75. I'm dancing around 75. And the cop's staying with me like this. And Terry just keeps going and going and leaves me. Next thing you know, I pull a little up. to go like this in front of the cop.
Oh,
right?
come on, dude. What are you doing? No, you slow down.
Well,
you get behind the guy. Come on.
Because he was backing up behind me. And he was pulling into the left. So as he was pulling into the left, I figured he was going to go. So I pulled over. We did like this. I saw him coming and we did like this.
Oh, shit.
You know, because I saw him coming into the left. So I was moving out of his way. No, he comes right back to the right. And now he's right behind me. And I'm running out of gas. I'm on E. I got 10 miles on my shit. And it's telling me the gas station is 12 miles away. And I'm telling Adam, the numbers ain't adding up, dog. We're not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? The numbers ain't adding up. Now we going downhill. I'm not even using the gas. I'm just rolling downhill. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get there. I get off the exit. They get off with me. I'm like, yeah. I was ready just to pull over. I was ready just to pull over and be like, let me save you the trouble, dog. I could stay right here while you run my name and everything. I will say it's a good thing I didn't get pulled over. And we'll leave it at that. And we'll leave it at that, man. I'm gonna have to get rid of. I'm gonna have to eat a lot of these mushrooms so I don't feel so. So I don't feel so edgy when I'm driving.
Did you guys all trip the other night together or no?
Me and Adam tripped the other night.
How was it? Were they good? Were they good?
Me and Adam had a great time, man. We were dying, yo. This motherfucker said at one point he goes to drink his coffee. It's probably not gonna be funny now. But tripping on mushrooms, this shit had us in tears. Because he goes to drink his coffee. He's like, oh, it's fucking hot. And I go, yeah, dude, coffee's fucking hot. He goes, it's obscenely hot. You know, he goes, it's an obscenely hot cup of coffee. And I go, what do you mean it's obscenely hot? What is it like? Drink me, you fucking pussy. Drink me, you fucking dick. Drink me, you pussy. And he just starts dying. And of course, once he starts dying,
that is funny now.
I just take it to the fullest. I'm saying the most outrageously hardcore, vulgar things you could think of. And then this white lady gets out her car to come into the thing, and he sees her coming out. He's like, dude, stop it. And I just keep doing it. And then he closes it. And once he closed it, I start going, and he's dying. We're tripping. He's dying. And I'm like, and the lady walks in. He goes, all right, man. The lady went in. He goes like this to drink it again. I'm like, drink me, you fucking cunt. And he's spitting it everywhere. That was a fun moment. We had a couple of moments. We talked about mailing farts to Ron Herron. And any comedian who watches this shit knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, because he's been hating too, man. He's been talking shit to a couple of producers who put us on.
About you?
Well, he's the dude who kind of introduced us all.
Right. I remember this guy. Yeah.
At one point, we all fucked with him. We did the tour the first time with him, and then everybody but Adam kind of stopped working with him. So the next tour, you know, we just kept the tour going without him.
Right.
You know, so he was kind of saying to a couple of these producers how he's supposed to be getting a cut of our money. Meanwhile, we've hooked up all these clubs. Maybe two of the clubs he brought us to are the clubs we still go to. And he said, you know, he's getting a cut of the money. So, you know, we were talking about mailing him farts and telling him that this is your cut of the money. You know what Adam was like,
you should trim your fucking ball.
And I said, of course you can. I think it's been proven that the smell remains, but I think there's a time date on it. I said, but we send it, you got to send it where he has to sign for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This way when he opens it, he's like, you know, he could be like, I can't believe I signed for this shit. I want to send him shit in the bag.
He'll be so mad about the fart that he just gets extra pissed about how he had to actually go through the process of signing for it. He had to go through the
process of signing for it, yep. You know, and you put it in one of those hard to open envelopes.
The best part would be is if FedEx misses him on the first day and he gets the note and then he gets excited about what it's for and then waits home for them to come the next day. And then gets
he has to go and pick it up.
Adam's sweat. Sit in traffic to go pick it up, yeah.
Hopefully he opens it in his car on the way home.
Oh man.
But yeah, that shit had us dying too. We were dying with that. Then we built like a huge fire outside, man. You know, I stared into the flames and
that's pretty
found
cool.
the meaning of true life.
Right.
You know, but it was cool. I mean, I didn't trip hard. I only took like a gram and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was just like,
yeah. It was.
You know, I want to get like that. I think when I get to Ohio, Oh, I'm here for 3 days. I might take a bunch tonight. I might take like 3 grams to 2.5, and then tell everybody what I feel about them.
I always remember, you know, when I would eat mushrooms, that there'd be like a point in time where I would pass in front of a mirror, like in like a bathroom, like I went to like take a leak or something. I wasn't really paying attention, and then I passed in front of a mirror and I look at myself and I'm just like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I get in front of a mirror. I ain't gonna lie. I get in front of a mirror. I'm like,
Yeah.
And I swear, like you could see your muscles bulging. I'd be like, damn, 51 still looking good, son. I'd be like, looking good. I'd be turning to the side, and my shit be like, I know it don't look like that in real life, but my shit be moving. My ass be moving and shit. I be loving that shit. You know, but yeah, I know what you're talking about when you fucking look and your face looks all weird and shit.
Yeah,
that's a good.
Then you're just like, oh shit, oh my god. It's like it's barely even started.
You can see the soul of a person, dude. You can
Oh,
see it when you talk to them.
Dude.
You know, you talk to people and they're glowing, and you're like, this is a good-hearted person. And you talk to these other motherfuckers, and they might as well just be like, ah! That's what you're seeing.
The weirdest thing about psychedelics, mushrooms.
I'm not gonna name their names, but I saw a bunch of motherfuckers like that.
Mushrooms, I think more so than any other drug that I've done, you get those feelings of like, nah, we shouldn't go in there. That intuition is really, really heightened. And I don't know what part of the human brain that is, but that intuition, you're just like, and that shit's in you all the time too. That's like, you know, I try to listen to that all the time. Like if I'm doing something like, should I make a left here or should I go straight? Like, I'm feeling straight. Because you don't know, man. Life just comes down to choices like that, man. You make a left, you don't know who the fuck is coming through that, who just ran that red light right there. You could have went.
You make a left or you make a right. See, that's the thing. That's sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's meaningless. If you made the right or left, the same shit was gonna happen because nothing really happens. But sometimes you made that left, and if you would have made the right, you might have ran into somebody or had an opportunity that could have changed your life for the better or the worse. But you know, that's why you know, before you leave your house, man, you gotta ask for that guidance to guide your steps, man, to the right turns and the right doorways. And you know, that comes from being sensitive to that spirit that's in you, the God spirit that's in you that guides you and tells you what to do. You gotta be sensitive to that. And I think, yeah, when you're on those mushrooms, you're much more sensitive to that. I feel like I see people's fucking I feel like I could see their fucking like true intentions. You could see it, you know. Like you haven't watched. I don't even know I'm gonna ask, but you haven't watched You yet, right?
Not yet.
You haven't saw it.
Not yet. No.
No. Well, there's a scene in You where he's tripping. He's never tripped before, but they dose him. Right? This boy doses him, and he's like, I never tripped before, and he meets somebody, I forgot who it is, and he's looking at them and like their face just looks beautiful. And then he goes to look at his lady's mother, and before they even show the lady's mother, I told my son she's gonna look like a demon. Right. Sure enough, she was like, hey, so nice to you, and her eyes were black and she looked like a fucking demon. And she's saying nice things to him. You know what I'm saying? And my son was like, oh my God, you know you be tripping a lot when you know that kind of shit was about to come up. And I'm like, yeah, you be seeing a person's countenance. You can see their continence. You can see you can see that shit, dog. The energy, if it's good, it's bad, I be seeing that shit. You don't want to take me out on the road, out on the streets, tripping.
Yeah, it's and for people who haven't tripped before, it's not like the person's face isn't really going to change into this like demon's face, but that's a visual representation of what happens.
Yeah, no, it's like you see the evilness, man. I seen this one kid one time, and the more he talked, I swear it started with like a light red, and then the red started from behind. Like I seen the colors red, you know, like a red aura around him, getting more red and more red. And the more he talked, it's like his face just started like the more he talked. And I thought I was just fucking tripping out myself. And I was like, is anybody else seeing this? And I looked over at my man, Elazar Guzman. I look over, and he had never done this shit before. I'm a bad influence. I look over at him, another comedian. I'm like, is anyone else seeing this? And I know we were doing 2CB. And I looked at him, and he's got the blanket over him like this, just looking at this shit. And when we went downstairs, I said, yo, dude, did you notice that motherfucker turning into like a fucking demon? He's like, yeah. He said the more he spoke, the more that motherfucker started looking like a demon. Like his face stood the same, but it was like the best way to say it is like, remember that movie with Al Pacino? And where he plays
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
When that dude's with the two chicks and that chick turns around and looks at him and her face goes, yeah. That's what I saw, son.
Yeah, do you know
that's what I saw. Literally saw that shit.
In Men in Black, like the bug guy, when the bug goes in, yeah, and his like face is all fucked up like that. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, most of the time, some people you can't read. They just have what I call funny face.
Mm-hmm.
I call them mushroom face, where like you can't really read them. It's not like a joyful face. It's not like a warm, because you meet people, man.
Yeah, warm, dude. Yeah,
good person. You need a good person.
Yeah,
there's a warmness coming off them. You can see their aura. If you're on enough shrooms, you know, you can see their aura. When you meet them right away, there's this thing. You look at their face and it's beauty. And I don't mean good looking. I mean beauty, pure beauty radiating off this person. And then there's some people you meet on that shit, you do the right shit. And right when you touch, whoa. I'll play it off because I'm a vet on this shit. I know how to trip. I know what comes my way. So I'm not gonna be like, whoa. But I look at them, boy, and I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, yeah, chilling, man. I'll be like, that motherfucker there ain't right. That's a motherfucker right there ain't right. He will fuck you over, in you, and outside of you any chance he gets. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen motherfuckers like that, and I have not been wrong. They proved that shit to be right. So I trust that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I meet someone and there's a glow, I trust that that's a good person. Not to say they're perfect, not to say they won't ever, but they got a good heart overall inside them. Then you see
their intentions, their intentions of the way they move are good.
There's some demons out there, dog.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You were talking. We were talking about something before. It reminded me of a story, like how you were saying with life. You know, you make turns left or right. I had this dream that I actually haven't thought of for a couple of years. I had a buddy of mine, me and this other kid, or two of my friends were living together when I was down by you. It was before I met you, actually. And the one kid overdosed in his apartment and died, right? And me and the other kid found him, like in his bedroom, like that. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was close with the kid. You know, I only really knew him for like 4 or 5 months, but, you know, we hung out together like all the time, you know? So shortly after that, it was maybe like 2 weeks, a week maybe. It was before his funeral, so it was only a couple days after. I had this dream where me and this kid Carter, we were in the car together, right? And it was like pouring down. It was like pouring rain, and I was driving, and he was in the passenger seat, and we were trying to get somewhere, and we were on these like rolling hills that would go up and down that were like cartoonish. And there was like a city somewhere off in the distance, like a glowing, like it reminded me of like Oz, right? Is a good way to describe it. And there was a storm coming through, and it was apparent that if we didn't, you know, so we go over the hill and we get to the end of the road, right? And we could go left or right, and neither one of us knew which direction to take it in, right? And as that storm was coming in, you know, he is in the passenger seat freaking out about like, dude, I don't know what we're going to do. The storm's about to be here. Fuck, do we go left? Do we go right? Do we go left? Do we go right? He's like absolutely having a breakdown, and I'm the calm one. And I'm like, listen, man, it doesn't matter. We just have to pick one. It doesn't matter which way we go. We're going to get to where we need to be. We just got to, you know, make the turn. And then as soon as I said that, I woke up. That's the last memory I have of the kid, actually. You know? Did you ever
Google to see what that dream meant? You know, you could Google. And
dream experts. Honestly, dude, I don't think I fucking need any experts. Like, let's, you know, the hills, right? You know, the hills are the up and down, you know, the up and down of life, right? Him being freaked out, you know, showed me that he wasn't, like, when he passed away, he wasn't able to handle life. He wasn't able to handle it, and that's why he died. And it's a shame, because he was a great, you know, he's a great dude, you know.
Well, the good ones usually go. The shit has lasted a little longer.
Yeah, that's true.
It has lasted a little longer. But my biggest problem is when someone who's a shithead dies and everyone then acts like they were a great person.
Right.
My bully passed away, I think about a year ago. He wasn't just my bully, actually. He was the neighborhood's bully. This motherfucker was a big dude. I've seen him bully big dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I never really had a personal problem with him other than the time when one of his people smacked me in the eye because I was up there hustling drugs that, you know, I was cutting throat. But the dude passed away. And the funny thing is, dude, this dude was so like intimidating. I'm not even gonna like say his name because one, still a little scared that he might like haunt me and beat me up or some shit. But I saw him on the train, and I'm going to work. This has to be when like maybe 8 years ago. You know, I'm in my 40s, and the minute I saw him, I was like, "Ah, shit, that's this motherfucker. I hope we don't recognize him." Like already, I didn't want to it almost made me feel like I was 15 again. And he saw me, and right away he came over, and you know, started talking to me, and like, you know, I'm an adult now. He's an adult now too, but he was still very grimy. And he passed away, and on Facebook, everybody's like, "Oh, can't believe he passed away. Such a great guy." I remember one time he let me ride his motorcycle, and I was ready to say, "You know, he's dead, right? Like, you don't have to talk nice about him now. He's not going to beat you up anymore." You know, some people, you know, sometimes the right person dies. I got to tell you, all my listeners out there, I don't even need to say his name, and I guarantee you, you don't even know him. Your world is a better place without him. You're all safer without him being on this earth. Sorry. Sometimes it happens to the right people. Not only the good people die, but sometimes the piece of shit motherfuckers die too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Everyone dies in the end.
Yeah, everyone dies in the end. Like the other day, someone said, "You know, I got a lot of death in my family." I said, "I think every family has a lot of death in it."
You know what I always
I said, "I got a lot of death in my family. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't have no great grandmothers. You know, they all died. You know, and one day I'll do the same. There's a lot of death in fucking families."
It's the same person who says, "You know, I don't really do well at funerals."
What do you mean I don't do well with funerals? Yeah, I know. I don't get that. I don't do well. Well, you're supposed to be the life of the
The only
party.
person who does well is the person who's dead.
Yeah, who does well at a funeral? And what is doing well at a funeral? You know, I got a couple of numbers. You know, I got a couple of numbers. I met this chick. What is doing well at a fucking funeral? You know? Well, I don't go to look at the body. I don't go by dead people. No, you just live with the dead, the living dead. You got no problem living with the living dead. Fucking people. Fucking funerals. You know? I mean, I hear funerals. Funerals are cool in a way. You know, if a cool person goes, I think it's cool to come together with other people that thought they were cool and to reminisce on that person and, you know, have a day of remembering their life. I got no problem with that.
No, not at all. That's what I would want, you know?
You know, I'm mad I won't be able to go to my wake. I want to see what motherfuckers show up.
Yeah.
I'm saying to have a wake for me. Even though my mother's still around, she ain't gonna have no wake for me. She'll just cremate me and bury me probably with her mother. Like, that's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? She told me the other day, because I got my pops remains, you should bury him with you should put it with my mother. I said, my father didn't want to be buried with your mother. You know? Yeah, but like, what are you gonna do with it? What do you mean what I'm gonna do with it? Right now he's chilling in my living room.
Right.
Like, what am I gonna do with it? I said I eventually plan to do one of those, they'll take the remains and they'll mix it with seeds, and it's called a living memorial. So cool. I want to plant him with a palm tree, the weeping willow rather, with a weeping willow, because that was his favorite tree. And he always said he wanted to be buried under a weeping willow. So why not be the weeping willow?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? And then I can sit under it.
My grandfather.
I'll be around long enough to see it grow into something, but I haven't even started that thing. But that's what I plan to do.
What do you want with your remains? So
I always said, roll me up and smoke me. And my brother's like, I wouldn't smoke you. You're my brother. And I'm like, you're missing out on a good high. I'm pretty sure, man, they're going to be mad there's only a couple of ounces of me. Because once it runs out, they're going to be like, yo, how do we get that G shit back again? You know? Nah, I don't really care. I don't really care. It would be nice to know that somebody would want, I'm not going to be there. What does it matter?
That's what I say. I'd say, I'm not going to be there. What does it matter? Don't spend a lot of money.
You know, I would like to believe that people are going to come together in a mass amount and shed some tears of joy and remembrance and be like, gee, did something positive in my life. everyone has something shitty to say about me that I did in their life. Everybody, and they're not wrong. It's all probably true, people. You know, but
I don't have one. I don't have one yet.
Every now and then, well, I mean, you know, I'm trying to be better, so I've been doing all right with you. But every now and then, even the people that have shitty shit to say, I like them to be like, you know, that dude had anger problems. He was a dick. He did this. He did that. But he once said this to me, and it changed my life, and it actually helped me out a little bit. If I could bring something good to each person's life I touched, and to me, that's the human experience, and that's what it's all about.
I couldn't agree with you more, man. And I think that's why we get along so well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. You know, to me, you know, being something or bringing somebody. I mean, I get people who hit me up all the time, conversations I have with them, they'll inbox me and say, you know, I know you probably don't remember who I am. I met you at such and such place. We spoke for like 20 minutes after your show, and you said this to me, and I just want you to know that I've been doing that, and it's been working. You know what I'm saying? I hope I encourage somebody in some sort of way. Inspire, encourage. That's really what I want in reality, you know. But, you know, it's hard because when you go through a lot of shit and you live this life, you know, it's hard, man. Especially, you know, there's a lot of things to me. I'm that angry dude. If you hear people say that I'm angry, you know what? They're not lying to you. If you hear people say I'm a dick, they're not lying to you. You know, I was a dick to them. You know, now, whether or not there's reasons, and there usually is reasons behind it.
See, that's the thing, bro. I've known you for
that still don't give me the right to be a dick. It doesn't give me that right, man. You know, like, in other words, the only one I let down is me when I do shit like that.
Right. Yep.
You know, and I'm the one that has to lay with myself at night. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I feel bad about everybody I've punched in the face or everybody I've dissed. I don't feel bad about it. You know, not all of them. The ones that I have felt bad about, I try to make right. But, you know, for the most part, most of the times, if I did it, you know, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do, man? You brought it out of me. You know, you brought it out of me. What do you want me to tell you? You know? What time we started? What time? I know we didn't start at no fucking 6:30. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. I'm an hour behind you. Yeah. So right now it's 8:59 for you, right? It's about to be 9 o'clock.
Yep.
All right. Well, we started around 7:30, right? 7:15.
I don't know. I have no idea. 7, maybe 7.
But anyway, man. Yeah. Listen, I haven't been eating since this morning. I've been on that 6-hour drive. We're putting this out quick, right?
I'm gonna try to edit this shit right now.
I'm in Missouri, people.
I'm try to pop it out.
Follow me, Gary G. Garcia on Instagram. You'll see where we're at exactly. I'm here for 3 days. Then we're gonna be in Kentucky and heading our way to Cincinnati and Ohio for the last stretch. We're doing 5 nights in Ohio, 5 nights, 6 shows, I think it is. In Ohio, we're doing Wiley. So all my people out there by Wiley's, come check us out. You know what I'm saying? It's always a dope show, and those who know, we go out afterwards. We hang out, we have drinks with everybody and chill, and it should be a good thing, man. Overall, the trip has been good. You know, as far as the arguing and the fights, I'm figuring me and you will probably link up again in Ohio when I'm in Ohio to do another one, right?
Yeah, sure.
And we'll have Mike Merck on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He wants to do our last one on the road so we can recap all the craziness that happened on the road. So we'll bring Mike on.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a fun episode.
Yeah. You know, shit, whatever, man. Listen. You know, whatever, man. I'm running out of trees. I got like maybe 2 blunts left.
Oh, you gotta
I still got like 1.5 ounces of mushrooms. So. So I think I'll be all right, man. I got some cat. He's gonna bring me some Adderall for the drive home. Yeah, and I should be all right.
Yeah,
you know, I should be all right for the week.
You'll survive.
I'm gonna come back a fucking shaman. I'm gonna do so much mushrooms. I'm gonna come back a shaman, dude.
How many do you think you could eat before you like really freak out?
I think if I ate 5 grams, 5-6 grams, I'd probably be tripping hard. Because I'm gonna trip. You know, if I do an 8, I'm tripping hard.
Right. Yeah. If you double that, it's
a good trip.
Dude, could you imagine like some people who've like gotten like
somebody
accidentally
told me the other day they ate a whole ounce once, and I'm like, it's easier for you to say that to me than it is for me to believe you.
Right.
That you ate a whole ounce. I don't know. I mean, I guess some people have. I don't know. Someone must have done it at least once. I'm pretty sure they're not saying it to anyone. You know, like in other words, I'm pretty sure they can't say it now. Either they're dead or they're just not even able to fucking function.
Right. Yep.
You know, they trip from. You gotta be tripping for months off that shit. That can't just be an 8-hour, 9-hour intense fucking thing. It has to be much longer than that.
No, I think it would be long. I don't think it wouldn't be like weeks though. But you would definitely be fucked up from that. You wouldn't be tripping afterwards, but you would be so sketched out. You know what I mean?
Like I think the most powerful trip, you peak like anything else, but on the way down, that would last forever.
Right. Yeah.
Off that peak, you'd be like just
yeah. So yeah, I think I've told you the last couple of times that I've done psychedelics, I've had, you know, a lot of other things in my system at the same time. So the trips didn't end well, but that memory that you get from the, you know, bad trip, you know, if you want to even call it a bad trip, but that memory of that uneasiness feeling to you, you don't shake that. You know what I mean?
Nah.
That shit you can't, like, I carry that with me everywhere. You know?
Yeah. All right, my brother. I'm gonna try to put little rice and beans in my stomach. Starting to hear me a little bit. That's my stomach right now. I want to big up all my listeners.
But then if you put a shirt on, it's
yeah, exactly. my stomach is fucking obscenely empty. Put some food in me, motherfucker. Feed me. This has been another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata, man. I want to thank you guys for not only checking us out,
thank you, people.
but for continuing to check us out. Believe me when I say, man, this is a great part of my life, and it means a lot to me when people come up to me and tell me it's something in their life too. And you guys don't mean a lot to both of us, man. Check out our Patreon. Check out YouTube. If you join the Patreon, man, you get cool shit like mugs, shirts, shit like that. I'm going to join. I'm going to get me a mug, because that's the only way I can get it too. But thank you for listening, guys, man. Tell your people about us. Once again, don't keep us a secret, man. If you're feeling us, share us. All right?
Peace.
Peace out, Brian. Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. See ya.